Hey, everybody. I am Kevin Iole. Thank you for joining me. One of my favorite guests, one of my favorite fighters to watch, one of the best fighters in the world. I think fair to say one of the best fighters of all time, Valentina Shevchenko, joining me. And she joins me now. The Ultimate Fighter begins tomorrow night here. And she's one of the coaches. So I guess, Val, let's start with that. What is that experience like for you being a coach?
Hello, Kevin. Yes, it was amazing experience. I cannot say that it was something new for me because in my long time martial arts career, I had experience of being coach. But for example, I was teaching mostly kids, but it's kind of like even harder than to work with already professional fighters. Yeah, and I definitely seen my coach like doing his job through the years, seeing Pavel like teaching, coaching. It's
Sure.
kind of like I understand that it's not easy process. It's but from the other side, it's not only about coaching, it's also about reality that is 24/7. They are filming you, they are
Right.
they catching every word what you're saying, and you kind of like, even you want to speak with your fighter in private, you cannot do that.
Got a
It's
camera, yeah.
somewhere and you kind of like want to keep it secret or something like that, to share some like technique or some thoughts what you're thinking about the strategy or tactic. You cannot do it because there are gonna be cameras around.
Right.
In the same time, I think it's gonna be it was more challenging for fighters, for all 16
Yeah.
guys who was on the show, because first of all, the rules, the format of the reality, it's no cell phones. They was not allowed to speak to their own coaches back home,
Right.
their families, to their girlfriends, to their like they was not allowed to go outside just to go and have some walk in the park or something like that. They were living all 16, like two teams together in one house, like no music, no video, no books. So no, and in the same time, for example, it's like a Shaolin, and our training for our team, it was like hard trainings. It wasn't just like going stretching and doing something like this.
Right.
The same way what I do my training camp, for the same way what I train all the time, they did train the same. It's kind of like training what they already have their basic techniques. They are like on a certain level, the best in their countries. But these types of the training, it's gonna serve them even more for the future. It was kind of like almost 2 months of filming, definitely 16 people, someone lose, someone win. But the most important, for example, I'm saying like all fighters, they was good spirit, good mental, good bringing up, good education. But I know more I can speak more about my fighters, my team, because I know them more, I spend
You
more
know,
time with them. I saw so much potential in each of them, and
interesting.
even some of them could not get the decision of like whatever they wanted to get in that moment. This experience of entire reality and the trainings what we gave for them is gonna serve them to become even brighter, like more like dangerous fighter, and join UFC in some point.
Was there, fighters come, you mentioned they come from all different coaches and you're going to coach them. So you're going to coach them your way, but they're used to being coached different ways. So did that present a challenge finding, hey, you have to kind of adjust to what I'm trying to tell you and see if that works for you?
It's more was challenging for them,
Okay.
because for them it was challenging, the type of the training, it's not it's unique. It's they cannot compare to like no one's type of the training. It's completely different, and the first week it was more challenging for them, but once they kind of like get in getting into the process, it's getting like more things they understand, and understand the routine, and they kind of like getting into regime. So it was yeah, this is was the most, I would say, challenging part from the training perspective. But the team of coaches what I had for the guys, it was the best team, because I had definitely my coach Pavel, but
Mhm.
also I brought friends from all around the world. I had two coaches from Argentina. Miguel, he's president of Muay Thai in Argentina. I had Martin, he's from his gym is Escapeta gym, so he was there, like professional fighter, MMA, Muay Thai. I had two guys from Lebanon, two brothers. They come from Luai and Rocky. They come from their family of martial artists. Their father, Sami Kiblavi, he is president of Muay Thai in Middle East, and he was personal student of Ayama Matsutato, the founder of karate. So it's kind of like this martial arts family that was here. Also, I had Richie, who is my training partner from a long time. He is from New York Culture Club. From Texas, Armando. He's also a gym owner in El Paso. From
Wow.
Florida, from Jacksonville, James Smiley. And so, kind of like, it's not only the people who first of all the experts in martial arts, but also good people that kind of like when you come into the training and you feel this good spirit, good energy, you want to give more. So the number one was the goal. It made this energy around that no one is trying to like our team, no matter what, we kind of like united and we are standing each for other. So this is the was the mostly idea, the experience, what they gonna get it, not only result but the entire experience.
People have watched Ultimate Fighter over the years, and they know it's as much about the coaches a lot of times as it is about the fighters, right? Where the relationship between the two coaches. Think of Rampage Jackson when he's busting the wall when he was going to fight, and Vanderlei Silva and Chael Sonnen got into it. I think on the first day of filming. I know you can't give too much away, but anything between you and Alexa Grasso is you kind of passed each other during the filming.
Oh, always, all the time. You was like sometimes we was late to go out from our training session, and then there it's like all the time passing through. But I would say this season it's gonna be a little bit different perspective on the ultimate fighter, the coaches and approaching not only for the martial arts but especially for female coaches, because kind of like everyone know how men can behave, like being a coach or rivalry or something like that, and many women they are trying to look like a man and do the same exactly things. But I think this is the wrong, because we are females and we have to find our own style. We cannot let ourselves do things what men can let them do. It's
Sure.
gonna look bad, it's gonna look not right, because this is not right. And I would say it's going to be a little bit different perspective on how we
Okay.
approach. And this is what my personal goal as well. And I was working so hard with the production team and like all the to actually make them understand what I want from them, how I want them to show myself, how I bring myself. Because sometimes, for example, even if we are speaking about the simple things about picture from the fights, right?
Right.
And if we see one picture when a man hitting as other man and like furious, like all the veins in here and something like that, it's a
Right.
fight, right? And oh, it's a good picture, it's so beautifully looking, and men looking furious, strong, and kind of like good, nice. But then we see the same picture but with girl fighters with female fighters in the same, like ugly face, all veins, and it doesn't look beautiful. And I saying, even it is fight, it has to be beauty in the picture,
Interesting.
because we are speaking about female fighters. We are speaking about, like, we have to edit, we have to have edit in the pictures. I mean, like, or to choose the better action pictures. We cannot just drop everything what we shoot it. Yeah,
Going out, yeah.
it's very important, and I just like wanna that world knows this idea. And because my understanding that many people, they actually don't understand, and they don't see the difference between female sport and male sport, but when we do the same sport, there is a difference.
So you spent your entire 2023 preparing to fight Alexa Grasso. Now you coached against her and you're going to fight her later. Is there anything, being as close to her and observing her doing her job coaching, that you took from that and you can use in the fight against her, where maybe it'll get you over the hump? You had a loss by submission the first time, a draw that I think most people think you won that second fight, but it was ruled a draw. Did you learn anything from Alexa that you can use and you think will help you when you fight her the third time?
It's if we are saying about the reality, we didn't have too much time to observe each other, because production has a good schedule for us. We could not like see much each other working, and I think that looking at the premiere tomorrow, and like for another like 12 weeks, we're gonna see more than we of each other what we could see in the filming process. But it's kind of like the same things that keep being in shape, keep preparing, like being learning every time something else to be even better. And after all of these like two fights, I know if we're speaking about the first fight, yes, there was submission, but before the submission, it was like first round, my victory, second round, me, third round, me, first round, unfortunately happened. So yeah, okay, the second fight, same kind of like I looking it back and I see it's supposed to be different result, and but by the end of the day, let it be on the conscience of the person who did it, and like it's gonna stay with if they willing to risk their professionalism to give this like judge result. So it's kind of like whatever, it's not my fault. And it's more like definitely it's kind of like feel upset or something like that. I understand when a person, for example, a fighter, doesn't have much power and he just or she just cannot win the other. But when you are understanding that you are stronger, you are like in every single aspect is better, and like just it's happened, whatever, it's happened. But the most important, the third time it's gonna happen, and the only things what I can say, it's easy to say never let the decision to the judge, but more focus for this training camp, it's like it's gonna be like that, not to let decision for the judges. But from the other side, what I can say, our rivalry like with Alexa, it's kind of like healthy, it's in a good way, and we are not hating each other, and we are not like seeing each other and like getting angry or something like that. No, I understand that she's doing what she's doing, and I mean, I was in martial arts for so long time, and we kind of like getting good along together. We never had something like this interaction during the show, and that's the same. I think that the same thing what I'm saying, that we kind of like female fighters, and we don't have to act like male fighters. We have to find our own style.
I kind of feel like I got to defend the males here, but let's wrap with this, Val. I think it's what have you done for me lately society we live in, right? And certainly the one thing that you're going to hear once you're in the training camp for the fight begins and we're getting close to the fight is, hey Val, it's been 2 years since you won a fight, right? You're one of the great fighters of all time, as I referenced, arguably the greatest women's fighter who ever lived, if not certainly in the top two or three. How difficult is that going to be to know that, hey, I've gone more than 2 calendar years without a victory in this sport that I've been so dominant in for so long?
It's kind of like, yeah, if we're like speaking about time, it's whatever. But in martial arts, we cannot say about only time wise. It's also about how many fights you had in this fight. And a person could fight once and like say spend another like 2 years in not fighting, and it's gonna be the same 2 years, but it's gonna be just one loss or like victory or whatever. It's not about that time. It's not about how recent your victory was or something like that. It's about how you feel inside. And if inside you are same person, same strong person, same like quality of fighter you was like the time like before that happened. So this is what is matter. This is what exactly matter. And I can say exactly that I'm the same person and nothing changed. And only the what happened, it's made me even stronger, even like more wise person, that it's kind of like helping me for my life journey. And this is my life journey, building up my legacy for the like, not because I have to, not because I have to prove something to someone. No, because this is my life and I want to live it in my way.
Awesome. Well, you can start to see how her life unfolded over the last couple of months on Tuesday when the Ultimate Fighter begins. Valentina Shevchenko, always great to talk to you, my friend. Good to see you. Best of luck going forward.
Thank you, Kevin. Have a great day.
You too.